What up, good people? Y'all know what time it is, man. We back in the place to be. It is Wednesday, Hump Day. It's the Hump Day happy hour tap in. I'm Jay Walker the third. That's my brother Carolina Dirt. What's happening with you, bro?
Ain't nothing. It's Wednesday. Hump Day happy hour tapping. I almost messed up. Hey, July almost over.
Yeah, man. It be like that, man. It's been a long week, so we gonna get to it. We gonna help y'all get to Friday like we always do. Um, we chilling, man. What's good in the hood, as they used to say.
Ain't nothing. I mean, you been down here, boy. This heat is everything, bro. It seems like every day the heat index over 100.
Yeah, you got to stay out the way. If you ain't got to be out there, don't be out there. Drink plenty of water and mind your motherfucking business.
That's the hardest part, cause
Yeah,
man, cause bro, the news is crazy, bro. Somebody getting killed every day here.
yes, that's what happens when you ain't got no jobs, man. That's what happens when it's 100 degrees for 14 days straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And speaking of the heat, bro, I'm be seeing more and more people walking around sweatsuits, and I seen a dude the other day with a jacket on and shorts.
Yeah, I don't know where he work at, cuz what's going on with his life? Ain't no
Bro,
way.
no way, bro. This shit is ridiculous.
Ain't no way. Well, as the resident fat guy on the pod, you know what I'm saying? You try to eat healthy and shit. Now we found out we can't even eat no motherfucking lettuce.
Can't eat no dang on lettuce. That's crazy.
You can't eat no lettuce. You can't go to Taco Bell for it. Can't go to McDonald's for it. Can't go to Olive Garden for it. What else they say? Uh, Sam's, Aldi. It's a whole list of places that has this particular this company that makes this uh, lettuce. You remember the name of it?
No,
Hold
no.
on.
But what's crazy is I seen this white guy on TikTok. He's a farmer, and he in Arkansas. And he broke it down how I figured it was. Bro, all the lettuce is coming from the same place. It's
All the
just
lettuce. What?
repackaged. It's coming from the same place. It's just repackaged. So
Right.
it gets so that's the issue. Like in every product, he broke it down. He was like, even if you think you're getting this chicken from Costco that you don't want to get from, he didn't say IGA, but from another company, it's still all the same chicken. It's just repackaged and rebranded. So technically, you really can't get away from in this case the lettuce because it's all coming pretty much from certain locations, and everybody's getting it.
Well, I can order no lettuce.
You can order no lettuce.
That
You
is,
can order no lettuce.
of
That's
all the things to be worried about. I was watching the young dude Josh Johnson, the comedian. He was like, you know what? They never have a recall on candy. They never have a recall on Reese's and motherfucking Snickers and shit like that. You try to eat healthy. You try to do the right thing. They talk about garlic powder now.
garlic powder. You know, black folk put garlic powder in everything. I put it
I
in everything.
Your food don't be good if it don't have a little bit of garlic in it. So
Yeah. What's that?
it's
What's that? What's that
it's
one
hard
thing?
knock life out here
Yeah, I put that shit on everything.
on everything, man.
Yeah, I cook garlic powder. If I got garlic powder, I use it. In, bro, I use that thing in everything.
Yeah, man. They not even trying to hide the fact that they trying to get us up out of here, bro.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because I wonder if they stopped it. Did they fix the problem, or did people just start getting sick? You feel me?
Well, Taco Bell already had a bad rap for giving people bad boo boo anyway.
Not explosive diarrhea though. The way
Oh
they
no.
said explosive diarrhea.
Oh,
Everybody is describing it like that.
bro, I had Taco Bell one time. But I told my homeboy, boy, I cursed him out that night. Boy, my stomach was done, son. But 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 going back to what you said, like everybody has been on this healthy kick lately. I'm talking about the United States as a whole, especially with the prices of stuff. going up. People think I'm gonna cook from home. I'm gonna make a sandwich from home. I'm gonna make a smoothie from home. I'm gonna start doing a lot of stuff from home, and then yeah, lettuce, which is used in damn near. If you think about how much lettuce is used in a lot of stuff.
You know, a
And for that,
lot of
yeah, and for that to cause a I don't want to call it a health issue, but explosive diarrhea, that's saying something. They don't want us to have shit. Uh, figuratively.
yeah. I mean, they talking about it's a parasite, which means everything in there is potentially infected by a living organism.
Yeah,
I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I done had some bad days, you know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out how to get life together. You know what I'm saying? You get a bad stomach, but for them to describe it as explosive diarrhea, and you know, everybody don't. I ain't seen a whole lot of reels where people was like, "Yeah, I had that thing and it had me down." You
yeah,
feel me? I've heard a couple people say it, but you know, people try to talk just to be in the news, just to be in the cycle.
yeah.
You know anybody that had?
No, I thought I had the other day, but it wasn't because of that. Like it, I forgot what I ate, but man, my stomach was messed up. But it was only for like an hour. But we went to a Mexican restaurant the other day. I had I did get a taco. What saying I was like, that ain't nothing but a little bit of lettuce.
Right.
But I really didn't have no lettuce. Well, I had a sandwich. Matter of fact, I had a sandwich. Oh, the Grouchos. Man, they had boy, I got a sandwich, boy. That thing was mean, boy. I ain't had Grouchos in a minute. That shit was so good. But I don't think I really had too much lettuce lately though. And I don't know nobody that had it.
Yeah, I can't put like I haven't seen anybody like directly that has suffered from this thing. It's like every time the news cycle get bad with the politics, something else happened, and they just put out a news story. So I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say that it's not real. I just don't know. I haven't been in contact with somebody directly that was like my asshole exploded.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, man. If it ain't gonna be this, it's gonna be something else next week and something else the week after. We
Yeah,
are Oregon Trails. We live in the new age Oregon Trails.
pretty much, pretty much. This is what the depression looked like in 2026, I guess.
Yeah, and you're right. The news cycle, when they get tired of certain politics, you get something else they push. You see this administration, they're trying to play their hand in the merger of CNN. I wouldn't say a merger, but they're trying to help the people buy CNN so they can control the information flow. But it is what it is.
I mean, that's all it can be, cause that shit happened right along the time that Mitch McConnell went down, who was mysteriously not showed his face
Yeah.
in going on 2 weeks now.
Now I ain't gonna lie, bro. People dragging that they doing it with the AI, man. They got Mitch McConnell ride with people. They got Mitch McConnell bicycling, bro. It's funny. They got Mitch McConnell doing everything but attending these meetings.
Right, right. I don't know, man. It's you don't want to make light of it, but also it kind of is what it is, man. Um, the Lindsey Graham thing again. I don't like to shit on people when they down, but he's a terrible motherfucker.
Yeah,
He's a terrible person, and he did not have. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that.
yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna talk about him. I ain't know him. I didn't vote for him. It wasn't nothing that I've known that there's nothing that he did that I found out that he did that helped anybody. I mean, he's been in politics for a long time, so he probably has done something to help somebody. But over since these last 2 years, he hadn't done anything I've seen to help South Carolina people, which I'm a South Carolina resident, and I haven't seen him do anything to help the people as a whole. But lie, because at first you wasn't supporting Trump. Now the last couple you supporting him, like they got receipts of you talking trash about him, and now you don't bow down, you don't kiss the Converse with him.
Kiss the Converse. He might have
Yeah,
kissed the tip. That what he might have did.
yeah. The dirty part, the tip, the part that get rubbed off quick.
But
But and then you got the DI part with his sister. Like I don't know nothing about his sister, but to put his sister in that position, that is an example of DI.
I've never even heard of his sister.
I've never heard of it either.
I've never even heard of his sister, man. But I don't know, man. Like we try to hold on, man, and maybe some of these wrongs that have been going on over these last few years are starting to get righted. You know what I'm saying? That is not anything to do with the passing of Lindsey Graham. I just feel like it's in due time that some of this fuck shit get straightened out, get
No,
corrected.
no, everybody got judgment day. Everybody got judgment day. You never know when it's gonna come. Uh, I said, I saw my man Dante. I don't know if you remember Dante. What's in the cup? Oh, some peach shine, some peach flavor shine. Um, he had posted. He had in the last few weeks. He had 3 classmates and one coworker pass away. And I'm like, man, you think about it? We had ours. Then I had 2 ex coworkers pass away. One of them walking into the building, flat out pass away, gone.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and
That's crazy. This Nolan Wells thing, we ain't been on in a while, man. You heard about the Nolan Wells thing? The
I
young
heard
man
about
in
it.
Mississippi?
Yeah, I've heard about it, but it's too much stuff. As far as I haven't, like, I don't have all the info that everybody been putting out, but I've had heard of the story.
Yeah, man. It's if you've been under a rock or in a coma, God bless you, welcome back. Um Nolan Wells is a young black man from Mississippi, and I'm gonna put this in the bite size. He went to go kick it with his homeboys who happen to all be white. He's the only black guy with a bunch of Caucasian friends, and somehow or another, under mysterious circumstances, he supposedly went out on this boat trip and did not come back. Um, they left him. He said he was going to be all right, and he would get a ride back somehow from this boating trip. And no phone, no no contact, basically. And one of the dudes that he was kicking it with, his mom is a Mississippi judge who has, you know, a very strong knowledge of the law and what it might take to muddy up the water in the way of justice in this. They supposedly friends. They did not attend his funeral. The official autopsy came out today. Um, because his body was found in the water, a lot of the evidence for the autopsy has been degraded and kind of washed away. There's just a lot of missing information. The people that he was with, again, had his phone while he was missing. There's evidence that information has been deleted from the young man that passed away's phone. And these friends and their families have decided to lawyer up. They are super quiet and they have lawyered up. So it's just kind of a weird situation that, we always hope we get justice and we rarely ever get justice, man. This is just one of those times where it got to come out clean. Whatever the truth is, um, we need to find out.
Yeah.
Uh, what she say?
Wait. So his body was found in what water? Then she wrote Nolan.
So the body was found near where they was partying at a couple of days later. There is some, I don't know if it's misinformation, I don't know if it's fake news. They're saying that this this kid left that area with those same people, and somehow after 24 to 48 hours his body washed up back where they said they left him. So it's just a lot of conflicting information. Um, they did not question those gentlemen. They didn't arrest those gentlemen. And I know if I go out with somebody, they don't come back. I'm in possession of their phone. At the very least, I'm probably gonna get questioned. I'm probably gonna get arrested. You feel me? But for three of them to nobody knows nothing, I just got a feeling that more than those three people know something. It has not been handled correctly, and that seems to be just the way it goes when people look like us, man. It's a crazy situation.
Well, I just googled it because I remember there was another story. So there was one that happened here on the 20th. Um, South Carolina, a 13-year-old was tragically killed on July 20th, 2026, with a 17-year-old allegedly cut him and intentionally held him underwater at a local boat dock. The older teenager has been arrested and charged with murder in South Carolina. I didn't know about that one till just now, but the other one I heard about was Daniel Irvin.
In the same place, he in Mississippi too, right?
No, he in Texas.
He in Texas.
Yeah. Um, and he drowned at Lake Ray Hubbard on April 13th. Following his death, two individuals were arrested with tampering with evidence. And I believe it was two white kids. They took it. He drowned, and they tried to hide the fact he drowned instead of telling.
But they got arrested.
Yeah, they did get arrested.
These three with the Nolan Wells case, they didn't get nothing.
Yeah, they ain't
They
get none.
have to this day. There's too many
Yeah,
questionable circumstances, man. And like, I mean, it's been said a hundred times. It's no way that we click up as a group, go somewhere, and while we there, one of us go missing. Now, one of us might make plans and we might leave, but not without the knowledge of the group.
yeah.
You feel me? So it's just every time you be like shit getting better when it comes to race relations, it be some bullshit that pop up.
It do. And also with these kids, everybody's not your friend, no matter how long you know them. You have to go through stuff, and for them to a boat, water, uh, together we Rick James just said there was bottles of liquor found. Like that's just a recipe for disaster. Um,
Yeah.
if you go somewhere with somebody, you leave with somebody, or you let other people know. I just think these kids don't understand who's their friend. I know I believe they said he grew up with a couple of them, so he may believe that they're his friend. But if they're his friend, they wouldn't have put him in. They would have took care of him. They would have looked out for him. They would have searched for him. They wouldn't have brought his phone and his keys back. They would have helped find out what happened. There should have been a call as soon as they hit land.
If it was accidental, it should have been a whole bunch of commotion. Show me where you tried to help this situation. That's what make you think the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like they hiding shit.
yeah.
It's crazy, man. Like young people, young parents, old parents, if you got teenage kids, young adult kids, keep your eye on them, man. Don't just be blindly sending your kids to an event. And I'm not saying that's what, Nolan Wells' parents did. They obviously grew up in that community. And this is, it's just a fucked up situation. Somebody did something to that boy and they went through great lengths
Yeah.
to hide it and or muddy it up so even if it goes to trial, nothing's gonna happen. It's
Yeah,
probably gonna be a mistrial.
even if it was an accident, they covered it up instead of just coming out with what happened. I believe I heard his dad say he went on the boat trip because I think he was about to go back to school for football, and that was just his little. I'm gonna have a good time before I get locked into football for the season. So I mean, I can understand it. You know, we all do that. Going to college, getting out of high school, um, you do stuff just to reward yourself before you know it's crunch time to do whatever you got to do. Um, but
Yeah,
like I said, even if it was an accident, those ain't real friends. I think that's the thing. Also, we need to tell kids is better choices when it comes to people you kick it with, regardless how long you've been with them or known them. Regardless how long you
right,
know.
right.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an Emmett Till situation off the strip. Like his, we know the story of Emmett Till is he supposedly whistled at. I wish I knew the white lady name, but y'all look it up. Don't just go by the things that I'm saying. Emmett Till supposedly whistled at a white woman. That white woman told on him. Some of the white men that she was in acquaintance with ran down on him, beat the shit out of him, threw him in a creek. Uh, it they're saying that there was a female involved, but the female is spoken out about the situation. Like she says she saw him, but he didn't leave with her. You know what I'm saying? So with the Nolan Wells situation, I try not to I try not to say things that are not facts anymore. You feel me? Um, we're gonna let it play out. We're gonna see what it do. But this is another crushing blow to the relationships between black folks and white folks.
Yeah. Yeah. I truly believe that, but I am liking more white people are speaking out saying, "Hey, something ain't right. Uh, this shouldn't have happened. How could this happen?" They're asking all the same questions that we're asking instead of just letting it go by, you know, and get swept under the rug. So I do appreciate those that are standing up. Um, who's the lady? Who's the lady? The famous lady on news. She started reporting about it. What they
Nancy Grace.
oh yeah. They say once she get on it, they in trouble. She gonna find everything. What she's been putting out stuff too. I hadn't watched the what I saw when she spoke on it. I might do that later on, but you know, they said once she get on it, it's gonna come out.
Nancy Grace is definitely Nancy Grace does what is beneficial for Nancy Grace. Now
Yeah,
I haven't heard her speak. Probably honestly, I hadn't followed her since I never followed her. But I do remember her popping up during very polarizing trials and cases. Trayvon Martin, uh, George Floyd, um, just a host of different cases that happen to revolve around black people. I'm not a fan of Nancy Grace. She is loud. She is white. She will make a proper amount of noise. But you know, again, it's when these things happen, the best thing for the situation is for it to be handled the right way, going through the proper procedures. The fact that one of those kids' mom is a judge, she should be out of there
yeah,
because she has the type of knowledge that will muddy this shit up.
and connections.
And she has the connections in the state of Mississippi where, let's be honest, black folks don't get a fair shot a lot of times.
Yeah, and the other thing I heard about them erasing the messages on his phone, that is a sign right there that there's foul play at work.
Say again?
That they're reporting that some messages have been deleted out his phone.
Yeah.
Like that's an example of foul play that should be definitely investigated. I saw something about the FBI has, you know, they're doing their own thing also with it. Um, I like how you got your background. Yeah, appreciate it, Kelly Ray James. But yeah, definitely want to find out all the information. That's the only thing I don't like about big stories like this. It's like it's always new information, and you give your opinion, and then 2 months later something comes out,
Right.
and it might contradict your opinion. Whether you change it or not, that's up to you. But that's the part I hate about the way the world is right now. Because everybody's passing judgment, everybody's doing content, and there's so much information between the content of opinions and the content of factual coming out. And sometimes they can get blurred, but like with us, we're just having a conversation. It's the other people that put it out as factual, like you said. Do your own research. Do your own research. Do your own research. Um,
Always do your own
yeah.
research.
But hopefully it comes out into. Hopefully the truth comes out. I mean,
That's
that's
all.
that's all, yeah, that's all you can
That's
hope
all you
for.
can hope. Um, like I said, that lady shouldn't be a judge, no goddamn,
Yeah,
because she put out statements before the shit got investigated. Like she just, if I'm a judge with intimate knowledge of the law, I can do things to manipulate, change, destroy, make up information in regards to the case.
yep,
Now, she's gonna do whatever she can do to save her kid. I don't blame her for that. But that don't mean that shit shouldn't cost her motherfucking job.
yeah. You gotta just like she tell them kids that or people that come in front of her in the courtroom. Well, you made a choice. This is her making her choice. Ain't nobody say you wrong for choosing your child. But like you said, just like you tell everybody else, hey, there's a consequence that gotta be paid,
For
and
sure.
you want it all.
For sure. I do see that, every time shit like this happens, it's always a handful of fucking racists that jump online and try to spout they shit. They clipping them boys one at a time. Every time one of you ignorant, stupid, redneck some bitches get online to say something about he deserved it and this is what I would have did, y'all boys is soft like baby chickens. And it's easy to be tough online.
It's definitely easy.
I'm not being tough online. This is me in real life. You want to come see about me? Come see about me. It ain't gonna go the way you think.
Speaking of that, slight change of the subject. So, did you see the older guy and the young guy at the game where the young guy didn't stand up
I did see that.
for the national anthem, and Buddy, the old man, slapped him in the back of the head? Not a tap, like he slapped him in the back of the head. Now, what was said, I don't know. I don't read lips, but the young dude got up and he stood, for the flag. Um, like you said, reading the comments can piss you off, but me reading, was it called for? No. Was it disrespectful for him not to stand? That's up to everybody's opinion. This is like it's up to everybody's opinion to stand. But to physically touch me, you are catching everything I'm throwing.
I feel like they have some type of relationship.
I
If
hope so.
if they are complete strangers, that young man would not have been wrong to beat him under one of them stadium chairs.
Under, on top, around, in between.
Stuff his ass in the concession stand. Put him on the hot dog warmer. He could have did anything he wanted to do, and it would have been justified. When I saw it, my initial reaction is, "Who the fuck is this dude?"
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But people crazy. People are crazy, and it could have been a random situation. They didn't know each other. I don't think that was it, because he was. It never got rambunctious. He didn't
Yeah.
turn around like, "Who the fuck is you?" You feel me?
Yeah. And the
So
and the, and the other two dudes to the right, they looked at. I think they said something. Whatever he said, it wasn't enough reaction for them to jump in and like try to break it up or none of that. Like he must have said something that he knew them, knew the little boy that he slapped. Cause it looked like the boy slipped by himself, but you can't really tell on the other side of him. But I'm with you. Either they knew each other from in some type of instance. But if it wasn't, which there's been times that the people don't know each other, and it gets physical over the national anthem, and everybody's views on the national anthem is different
Yeah.
for
For
whatever reason. Now, I stand on the national anthem. Sometimes I have my hand up. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have my hat on. Sometimes I don't. But I do acknowledge it. Um, but that for each situation, just how I'm feeling at the time. But I always stand. But if you think you're gonna put your hands on me,
as a veteran, ideally, we defend this country so that people have the right to their own opinion and freedom of speech, however they want to execute. I never looked at nobody that wasn't standing and been like, "You piece of shit, get
yep,
your ass." I never, and I grew up military. Uh, I joined the military myself. I never looked at nobody. Whatever you decide to do, that's your business. You feel me? Um, as long as you quiet, as long as your protest don't disturb somebody, I feel like you got the right to do whatever you want. And being silent, come on, cuz. You can't charge nobody for not doing nothing.
and just because you stand for the flag, don't mean you're more patriotic than I am, and
Hey,
vice versa. Um, but real quick, together with Rick James asked, what do we think about the wealth transfer between Asians and blacks? And that's crazy because we in South Carolina we just had the Rick Chow and all types of division. You want to go first?
the wealth transfer between Asians and blacks. It's probably been talked about numerous times. This was strategically done by the government.
Yep, I would
You
say
can
so.
tell every city, for the most part, most major cities have an Asian part of town. You feel me? Now, in those major cities that have an Asian area, a predominantly Asian area, they generally don't mess with nobody. They keep to themselves. It's the ones that are not in an Asian area that are in black communities that profit off of the environment and the people in the environment and treat them like shit that I have a problem with.
And they are scared for their life. Or
They are scared
they are,
and they probably should be scared.
but
They
you
should
chose that
probably,
location.
they
You
should
chose.
probably talk to their family members and friends and business partners and be like, maybe we don't treat them like that. Because if you scared, get the fuck out the area.
Yep.
If you don't like where I stay, fly away,
Fly
fly.
away. You don't like where I stay. Fly away. Now I feel like it goes back to the early times when we were slaves and they were
They were
slaves.
slaves too.
But that's
They
what I'm
forget.
saying. But it was slaves fighting against slaves. Just like right now, broke people fighting against broke people. We all trying to make a dollar. Back then, they was all trying to work and make a nickel. But also, Asians felt and feel, and I've heard from Asians, and they believe that. And when I say Asians, I don't know all of them. The Vietnamese, Japanese, Chinese, all of them. Like I don't know all of them. But the ones I spoke to, they do have that. Many think that they are on the levels of white folks.
Well, you got coon ass black folks that feel
You
that way
do
too.
got cool ass black folk. But when it comes to this, as far as generations of what your people, what your culture did to build something and not get acknowledged, I think that has an opinion made because yeah, the Asian community in California might not be one of a lot of money, but yeah, they got their shops in the hood. So they feel like they can walk the hoods with us, but they feel like they of with the wealthy white people because this is their business. This is their way to create generational wealth. Now, you could have took 50,000 and got, let's just say you got 1,000 square foot corner store, or you took 100,000 if you had it and bought a block, 2, 3 blocks up the street in a mixed neighborhood. But you chose to come down here. But that's what I say when I say you they
That's the
chose.
they didn't choose to come down here. But look at it like this: we've been in a lot of upscale areas, a lot of different suburbs. Guess what you never see in those different suburbs? Hair stores and
Yeah,
Chinese
yeah.
restaurants.
But that's what I'm saying. They picking those. They could go find the little shop next to Walmart. They choose not to go find that little next to Cross Cutters next to
No,
Walmart.
the white folks, the government is not letting them be in them areas. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. Like that was part of their reparation to a degree. You know what I'm saying?
but I
We'll
think
let you open up we'll give you this money and you can open up this business, but you need to do it south of here, and west of here.
that's what I'm saying. They feel like they're better than us because they're having that communication with those people. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but they still
Yeah,
being oppressed too.
yeah, they definitely are. And that's what I'm saying. Like you, just like us. Like there was a comment about when they go through their stuff. Why don't black people help? Shit, I don't help us. When the Latino go through their stuff, Hispanics go through their stuff. And black people help. Like everybody asks for help, but don't nobody want to help us when 90% of the light is shined on us when it comes to stuff like that. So when you look at the wealth transfer and things like that, what are they doing to better the community? You open up liquor stores full of Hennessy, 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 coupon, coupon lottery, coupon, coupon lottery, Hennessy, Hennessy, Hennessy. What else are you doing in the hood to help the hood out? What
Delta
else
eight,
are you doing to help the
Delta eight and
community?
blunts.
Yeah, like you talk like us, you dress like us, and then you talk shit about us. But are you helping the community? If you don't like the community, what are you doing in the community to help out? Are you giving this little kid who mom and dad come in the store every day? Are you offering him a job? Are you going to offer him education on how to run a business? Understandable. The stuff you have to do for yourself. But to better the community, you can better the community. You're a focal point of the community. If you're the only store within 10 blocks, you are a focal point in this community. So we need you over. We can help you not get robbed. I'm not saying you won't, but feed back into the community. Find ways. Get with the churches. Get with the schools. Find a way. Hey, school. I'll teach. You bring 3 kids every 2 weeks, and we'll show them how a business runs. Like there's certain things that can be done. Once again, I don't have a business. I don't know what they know. This is just me off the top of my head. I got a drink. I got a mic, and I got a camera. That's all I'm saying. But there's things we can do within the community to help out when it comes to other races coming together.
I feel like it happens more than it doesn't. Um, all Asians ain't bad. All white
Uh-uh.
folks ain't bad. All black folks ain't black folks. You feel me? You definitely just got to be careful in your day to day operation. Now, this is what I'm saying. I'm not fooled by you watching me when I come in your store. And if I feel like I'm being watched or pressured to buy, or you give me bad energy, I'm probably gonna walk out your store. You feel me? So we just gotta be more aware of our surroundings. We gotta be more intentional about where we spend our money. We can't
Yeah,
them. They gonna be on whatever bullshit that they on.
yeah,
It's
but I
up
do.
to us to be conscious of the area that we in.
And this up to us. Like we do have to weed out the bad ones. There are some in any race. There are some good ones, and they're gonna catch slack, just like black folk catch slack. But they don't do nothing but shoot, kill, rob. All of us don't do that. But in the same sense with the Asian community, there are some good ones. I know when we go to sometimes. Um, her kids been there ever since they were like 8, 9 years old. And I made a comment, and then I think she remembered my face. She don't know who I am, and we were just talking. And I think like that is good. That's a good part. You doing good in your community. If you know some of your customers, you don't know them, but to know them like, damn, yeah, yeah, we did this, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember you doing this. Like, oh, okay. Like I got respect for that part.
In a real way, man. Um,
Hey, real quick. Together also said, what do you think about? Think about them going to the White House to try to force Donald Trump to pass a 2.0 agent hate crime bill to force us to buy from them.
I don't
Ooh,
know. I don't care. I I don't really care about anything that involves the current president. Um, he already had his, they say a broke clock right 2 times a day. He
uh,
already had his broke clock moment, and he had way more ignorant shit with ignorant plans. He had way more agendas to push. Um, we shouldn't have to pass bills on hate. When we see a crime and that crime is committed because of somebody's color, because of where they from, if the crime is specifically because of race, creed, culture, that's a fucking hate crime. It ain't rocket science, and everybody, every race should get the same fucking justice.
but I think that's going to be they're going to try to do a hate crime for white folk. Watch. Watch. It's coming. It is coming.
It's
It-
definitely coming,
It's definitely coming. They're going to
but
try to, they're going to try to say, well, they want to say the N word so bad. So if I fight you because you say the N word, they're going to try to make that a hate crime. Watch. They're going to do something crazy. I'm not talking about that specific. I'm just throwing an example out there. Um, but if I was Asian and that was something that was on my soul, I mean, I ain't knocking you for trying to do what you're trying to do, but I think that puts a bigger target on your back than not. Because when it comes to stuff like that, how you get a hate crime before other people? Oh, my bad. Together, we were trying to figure that out earlier. You get a hate crime for other people. Black folk, we just got the hate crime. They ain't even using it.
right. I don't know, man. I just know hold your family close to you, man. Protect your motherfucking kids. Um, if your kids want to go to McDonald's, make that shit conditional. I'm gonna take you to McDonald's, but you got to sit down here for 30 minutes and do something constructive with me. We got to clean up. We got to do a puzzle. I'll play your video game. You help me vacuum the floor. Start bringing your community with you. Make your surroundings, build up and strengthen the people that are around you. That way you have allies in the face of whatever ignorant shit somebody else that don't like you might do.
And real quick before we get out of here, a good one. One of our partners, family members to the show, Mr. Six Ways, he did a podcast and they were talking about investing. And me and my brother talked about investing on here several times. I'm heavily into it. I might not be heavily financially into it, but I'm heavy into it as far as getting my knowledge right. Uh, Going back to my brother said, like putting people around you to do better and be better. Like the way this administration is going, you don't know if they're gonna have Social Security when it's your turn. If they have Social Security, you don't know how much is gonna be left for you. Um, Times it's hard. People burning through their 401ks and their other retirements and the other investments. So maybe you need to start over. And if you don't need to start over, maybe you need to reinvest. Um, I love stocks. Like I said, if it wasn't for COVID, I probably would have never learned. Sitting in my office, not being around nobody, I said, man, let me see the stock market for. And the little bit of money I've invested, and I show my brother every time, the little bit I've invested, we could be somewhere else right now. Like when you look at the percentages, I'm not looking at what I put in because I ain't put nothing in but like $1 here, $2 here, $20 there. That's not real investment, right? It's a way to start. It's the psychological part. That part I got down. But to have the income to fulfill what you want to do, there is money out there. And you have to understand it's going to be slow. You can get quick money, you can do day trade, you get quick money. Or you go for the long term money, which is a lot easier. You just pick certain things and you just let that motherfucker sit. But
Hey,
it's gonna take time. But when I tell you you can actually, it's better to do that and pass down $3,000 to your next family can think, and that's not that much money to pass away, and your people is putting up $3,000.
Fish fries and t-shirts.
Yeah, so
Yeah, like that.
this investment world is possible for anybody. If you just want to hit me up, I'll just tell you the little bit I got, and you know, hope it sparks your mind. But it takes time. You have to be consistent. You have to be patient. But there is something on the back end. Once again, whatever you put in for the first year, it's not going to show up on the first year. I'm telling you that now. You put money in the first year, it's not going to show up what you want. Second year, you can be like, what is this for? I'm wasting my time. Third year, you're going to be like, oh. Fourth year, you're going to be like, yeah. Fifth year, you're gonna be like, let's go. So that tells you how long it takes and what's in it. So with that being said, if you don't know anybody, this is where the networking comes in, because then you can start meeting people to help you create generational wealth. Um, I always said to my brother and our people, little stuff, and certain, stock ticks I be on. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I had like 100 grand, I had $1,000 for every play I could have made. We would be doing this in a very more professional situation.
Yeah.
That's how easy it is, and it's all about be aware of your surroundings. I told a couple people that's in stock. I told a couple of people that's getting into stock, and I told somebody who didn't know nothing about stock. I told them all the same story of how I picked, and they said, "Damn, I ain't never thought about it like that." And my stock picks are based off of me talking to my brother, me talking to my dad, me talking to a coworker, me talking to someone else. That's how I pick many of my stocks. And then I go online. I YouTube the stocks. I get some research on them. I Google the stocks. I chat GPT the stocks. But once you get it, you want to put that bitch on a set it and forget it. Set it and forget it. You put the money in it and you don't look back. Whatever the same way. If you want to put $3 a day in this one stock or this one ETF, set it and don't you worry about it. But this generational wealth, that can happen.
Look at it like this. You don't know what stock you even interested in. All you got to do is look around your house. Look around your house to the shit that you got to have. The shit you buy every month. Research it. You don't know what it is? Who owns Dawn dish detergent? Ask the question. You feel me? But look, it's been a good show, man. I love chopping it up with my brother, man. I'm glad we got a chance to do it. The devil was trying to hold us back. Didn't look like we was gonna get to be able to do this. We persevered. We didn't give up when we could have given up.
Yeah, F the
Uh,
devil.
Say again?
Say F the devil.
Yeah. The devil is present, man. You ain't got to listen to him. You could be a victim of him, or you can fight the good fight. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to the BOTB Live Show. Uh, love the people who love you back, and y'all be easy, man. I'm Jay Walking. That's Carolina Dirt. We'll holler at y'all next week, man. Y'all be easy.